Hi, I'm Jimmy for the Old Mill, and I'm going to talk about what's in our pantry. Customers ask us all the time, what should I get if I don't have a lot of room in my pantry to store any of my baking products, or I don't know what I'm going to use it for exactly, so what should I get? And one of the things that I always recommend would be our cornmeals and our flour. Now, all of our cornmeal, you'll see here it says unbolted. All of our cornmeal is unbolted, whether it's plain or self-rising. If it's self-rising, it's going to say so right on the bag. And so that means this is the plain, and I like the plain because you can use it for anything. Whether you're going to make a pan of cornbread, or maybe you're going to bread some vegetables, or maybe some pork chops or something with it, you can use that interchangeably. And if you're going to use it for cornbread or anything that you're baking, you just add your leavening agents, and that's all you got to do. And when it comes to the flour, I like our plain unbleached flour, again, because it can be used for anything that you want to make. And if you want to make something that, again, you're going to bake, whether it's a cake or maybe a pie crust or something, follow the recipe and add whatever you need to it. If it's a leavening agent, you're going to add that to it. And of course, our flour is perfect for pancakes and biscuits. Now, speaking of biscuits, what goes good on a biscuit? Some good old honey. So I'm going to talk about honey and syrup next. I like to keep pure sourwood honey in the pantry. It's a great replacement for sweeteners. If you find that your honey is crystallized, that's a really good thing. That means that your honey is pure. Now, to remedy that, all you have to do is bring a pot of water to a boil, take that off the stove, and set your honey down in that pot, and it's going to melt those crystals right back down. But don't be tempted to microwave your honey, because that could kill good properties in there, and you don't want to do that. When it comes to syrup, I like to keep pure maple syrup in the pantry. Again, it's a great replacement for sweeteners, but just remember, it will impart some of that maple flavor, so you have to know where you're going to use it there. And one place that you really might want to use it is in maple butter. Just like you might have had at the Old Mill restaurant, that's exactly what we use. Both of these are great for baking. And something else that I always keep in the pantry that's good for baking is buttermilk. If you're someone that doesn't keep buttermilk in the refrigerator, dry buttermilk is exactly what you need. To make this, all you got to do is take 3 tablespoons of the dried buttermilk and add it to a cup of cold water, and you're going to whisk this up, and you're going to have buttermilk that's ready for just about anything, any recipe that's going to call for buttermilk. It only takes just a minute to whisk that up, and you can see, there you go. You've got a nice cup of buttermilk. And buttermilk is something that you're going to need probably for some biscuits. And you know what else you need for biscuits? Some good jelly. Let's talk about that. I like to keep jars of our heritage line of jams, jellies, and preserves in the pantry at all times. These are made from fruits and berries from local farms. This is our strawberry preserves, and this is great, of course, on some biscuits, but we also have a recipe on our website where we use this in scones, and you fold it into the dough, and when you bake those up, they're so good in the morning. You're going to love those. I also like our cranberry pear jam. This makes a great glaze for meats. So you can put this on chicken or on a pork loin, and it's going to be incredible. Now, there's something else you may not think about that we want to keep in our pantry all year long, and that's our chili starter. This is our chili starter seasoning mix, and of course it makes a great pot of chili, but it also makes an incredible dip. We've got a recipe right here on the side of the box. So grab you some tortilla chips, and any time of the year, you've got a party. I hope this gives you some ideas of things that you want to keep in your pantry at all times.